In the midnight glow where the stars align, we lose ourselves in the rhythm divine. Underneath the sky,
I'll be soldier for you. I'm getting better in Kung Fu. You should know I got you. And you don't need to guide me to. I'll be right beside you in everything that you do. If you ever need saving, I will be running to you. Running to you. I'll be running to you. Running to you. Anywhere that you want to running to. Hey, all the women that their husband is keeping malice with them. Their husband is a malice keeper. Please, Chike will be running to you wherever you are. You don't need to run to him. He already said it in his music that he will keep running to you. He will keep running to you wherever you go. And if your husband is blocked you, if your husband have not talked to you for the past 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, your husband is keeping malice with you in your home. He doesn't eat your food. He doesn't talk to you. He doesn't even ask you how you doing. He doesn't even answer your greetings. My dear, GK is somewhere waiting for you. Just give him a call and he will run to you and save you. Hello guys, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. Coming across this beautiful face for the first time, this is Barrister Chioma and you're watching Fix It with Barrister Chioma. Welcome back to another interesting video. So on today's video, Viva Bella is still talking. If you don't know who Viva Bella Design is, Sandra Idowu. She normally uses Viva Bella Design because she's the CEO of Viva Bella Design. So Frank Idowu is the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I'm saying this because of those that are non-Nigerians, okay, and they're not updated with what is going on here in Nigeria. So the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Frank Idowu, Sandra Idowu, aka Viva Bella Design, his ex-wife right now, they're no longer married together. So all the controversies, cheating scandal going on between Sandra and Chike the singer. So my last video, I talked about Sandra speaking up, exposing so many things. She posted on her Instagram status about how she has been living with Frank Idowu and how her ex-husband Frank Idowu has been cheating on her with Baby Naija ex-housemates, with different people that comes for functions and different stuff. So if you've not seen that video, if you check my last video, that was the last video I posted. So on today's video, she's still talking. You understand? After she talked, then there were videos that leaked and then people started carrying it, because in my video, in what she even said, she never ever admitted not cheating. She admitted having something to do with Chike. I said it in my last video. So she's still talking. At this point, she's debunking the cheating. Let me take a sip before we go into the main gist. So bloggers are already dragging her and people are saying that she never denied having something to do with Chike. She actually did. And it's understandable based on what her husband came out on podcast to say, that he is a malice keeper. So within those periods that he normally keeps malice with Sandra is there. Chike was running to Sandra and comforting Sandra. So then she came out to debunk about the cheating scandal, that she never cheated. This is what she wrote. She posted on her Instagram status. She said, "Surviving Frank Idowu, I refuse to be tagged an unfaithful wife, a prostitute, or an ashawo, as I have been pegged these past few days. Like I said, he didn't come as the most eligible bachelor. However, I loved him with all my heart and soul. Against the wishes of my family, faithful to the call, he also bragged about me to his friends, colleagues, and anyone who cared to listen. Frank, you must come to equity with clean hands. You must acknowledge and take responsibility to how you led us here. I was constantly humiliated, physically abused, and traumatized." She said this, her previous post she made on her Instagram page. She also said something about physical abuse. And here she now said that we should find a picture attached for the physical abuse. I'm going to attach the pictures of the physical abuse she underwent, or she went through, in the hands of Frank Idowu. Videos there, but let's keep that one aside. Secondly, she now said, "You didn't know I had your passwords for over 3 months, frolicking with so many women, including the one you jog with at 6 a.m. in the morning in our estate. Craziest work? Every time I asked we jog together, you would harshly quarrel with me and storm out the house, only to go romance in VGC Park. I kept quiet. You didn't know I had your password to your computer. I had access to bank statements of your movements from lounges, bars, to hotels, to paying hookup girls. Huh? Ntibo? Okay, hookup girls, Okano. This upgraded name, let me know it's that one. This upgraded name, I was a touch sound anthem. Are you for real? Hookup girls? to hotels, to paying hookup girls, going on dates to Delborough Hotel with side chicks. She now said, please find attached evidence of photos. Okay, she posted photos of the ladies that he goes to Delborough Hotels with. I'll attach them here. Then she now said, Range Rover car loan I was single-handedly paying off. You know what? Frank, how do you leave all the burden for the woman to be taken care of? Why now? Were you not being paid? You as a host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you that wants people to be a millionaire, you are not a millionaire? Okay, let's continue. She said, I constantly found cheap lip glosses, earrings, and hair brushes after your nights out. Let me just calm down. You claimed they belonged to your married manager's girlfriend. Your married manager, Toyosi Oyetunji, would bring in various girls for you to our shared office. And anytime I asked, you would claim that they are marketers. Marketers for what exactly? I kept quiet. Sold my property that I bought with my hard-earned sweat for peanuts. Okay, why will you do that? Yeah. The kitchen alone in the house cost me almost the amount you sold that house because you were desperate to do dirty December. When I realized I was livid and cursed you out so bad, I was so mad at you. She now said, please find chats attached. She attached chats. I will attach the chat here. Una we be amiable. Una go hear the full story. You breached my privacy by audio recording me. You further dishonored me by releasing those tapes to the public, which is so ironical because I have tapes for days on you from talking to your side chicks, including your nude. I don't know how I want to call this one. You two, please don't come and disturb me that I use words that I'm not supposed to use. I have the pictures of your Oganigwe. If you don't know what's Oganigwe, look at the next statement and complete it yourself, including your nude dash pictures that you were being blackmailed for when you were catfished by a girl you thought we were chatting with. I stood up to the blackmailers when they contacted me to pay. I told them to go to hell and do their worst. You thanked me for standing with you, remember? Okay, guys, if you know on a marriage, what do you guys really want in marriage? If all this is saying are true, then Claude, can you explain the nature of your problem? Because we want to get it. I don't understand. Going forward, recently you said you found your soulmate in Tea with Tay podcast by Temi San. I was so happy for you. At least you go come out eye for my body. When you and Amaka Okeke, Diary of a Lion Queen, who is a married woman, by the way, were posting yourselves up and down on social media, wearing and co for events, celebrating your birthday parties by posting each other with endearing names, bestie, and attending public events, I faced my front. I kept quiet. She then said, find pictures attached. When she moved into our home, hanging her cheap clothes in my closet that I built with my sweat, waiting I can't ask me, say, what did Frank can't do for the marriage? If Sandra was the person taking care of the bills, the Range Rover car that was bought on loan she was paying, then the house, the kitchen she furnished. Okay, I don't understand. Are you the one that's marrying her? She's marrying you. let's continue. And this one has the effrontery to come to her house and be hanging her cheap clothes for the wardrobe when my baby girl, where she go build with her hard-earned money. Imagine that girl, she know the fear person. Hi, all these side chicks, una guy live out. Let's continue. She said, I feel so sad for even talking about a man I once loved. She just made me reflect on something that at a point you can madly be in love with someone, but later, from one attitude to the other, you can decrease, you can even skyrocket from loving that person to that person being your worst enemy at sight. Even sighting that person, your day is spoiled. The person don't spoil your day. You know, one carry I see that person. Yes, I've had that experience before, so I understand what she's talking about. That she once loved him, but I must, as I have young children who would one day be able to understand their mother's side in case they get bullied with online publications. I caught you at Boho with 2 prostitutes. With Ihanye Njemanze at Richmond Wealth, whom you were gallivanting with at the time. The girls didn't know I was your wife and made advance to fight me and my cousin. She bears me witness you were soliciting hookup girl that charges 100k, sometimes 80k, sometimes 50k. Crazy work. Yes, I will attach the picture of this chat here. I saw that hat. I'll put it here. She will not be amiable when I will do the amiable reach the end. Then she said, a man that I always put on every properties I acquired with my own funds with no contribution from him. I know stay with man when no they contribute for where I do. If you contribute for your children, yourself, the home. If you don't want to contribute for, well, you don't want to buy me clothes, you don't want money, I buy her, no problem. But your children and the home, you must keep the home running. Then anytime I decide say I want to assist, I go assist for the house. But now your sole responsibility to take care of the home, your children, what they eat, their shelter, school fees, everything, and the house. But it's obvious Sandra Idowu was the person doing all of this. My girl don't see shege. Now because of the Vivadella design where she opened, now this man come food her. Now they try women person so. If women really do something, I go na CB. Then she continued to say, a man who doesn't care, feed or provide for our kids even till date. This is very bad. This is very bad. A man coming across my video, you don't take care of your kids, and you have. You are an infidel, a complete infidel, and you are a failure. I'm just telling you, I'm not trying to banter words with you. You are a complete failure. Because left alone, if you leave woman, she feel just born one pikin, take care of the one pikin, relax. But you not go lure her into one plenty, you go come leave her, and she go come take care of the children. That's rubbish. Then she even went ahead to say, a man who never picks his children's call till date. A man whom I ensured made peace with his children from his previous failed marriage. And Sandra went on to say, you held a dumbbell and wanted to smash my face, saying, I will destroy your face so no man can ever see your beauty again. But let's talk about this. This Sandra is very beautiful. This Sandra is pretty beautiful. That is why I know why my man is feeling so insecure and all of that. She is beautiful. You know, light-skinned ladies are always attractive. When you threaten to kill me at night, I knew this was my cue to leave and never look back. Even your sister Eno Idowu agreed that she could never get married to a man like her brother. This man, you went foul. Okay. And was in shock that I covered up for you all these years. It is this social mentality that men and marriage is the price that keeps women in shackles of sadness, all in the name of remaining in an unhappy marriage or relationship that saps the life out of you. I'm in support of this. No matter how long the marriage has lasted, once that marriage don't enter beating, physical abuse, violence, I will leave. Leave to leave. They've acted this drama. Live to live, or you will continue that marriage in grave. The next thing they'll see your obituary. So I'm in support of this. Any marriage that drains your energy, that doesn't give you peace of mind that you require. If your husband is coming back, you're scared. What is he coming back to do? If he's this, if he hears the honk of his car, hey, my husband is coming back, you say you will be restless until he leaves the house. That is not marriage. You're supposed to be happy, the kids be happy that their dad is coming home, then you're happy that your husband is coming home. That is the way marriage is supposed to be. Then she said, as long as I am happy with who I am and who I am with. You see, she not debunk am all. She still admitted now that as long as she's happy with who she is and the person she is with right now, then that's all that matters. And if the relationship doesn't work out, we still move. Women need to hold themselves in higher esteem, to be honest. I have always lived a very private life, and I can't believe that I'm here having to explain and expose myself to public scrutiny, debate, skits, and AI videos. I have never cared about public perception or opinions, and it won't start now. Nobody even knew me as Frank Idowu's wife. That's to show you how much I protected myself in privacy. Well, now you know me as his ex. But anyway, such is life. We still move. Now back to what I know how to do best: designing the most exclusive homes around the world. Our babe really took out her time to purge her anger, to purge her grudges, to purge all the maltreatment Frank has been giving to her. Then she went ahead to post pictures of the domestic violence, the beating, bruises, injuries, and so many of them that Frank Idowu melted on her while she was still married with him. A lot of them, so many videos. Then she went ahead to post pictures of the ladies he chats with, the hookup girls that he booked time without. This one that was telling him that she charges 100k, that depends that at times she charge 100, at times she charge 80, then at times she charge 50. So Frank then asked her that, what do you mean by times, why do you charge 50 at most times? She now said maybe she's broke and there is pressure for her to bring money to solve a problem or take care of a problem. Then she can charge, if she didn't see any customer that can pay up to that, then she can charge 50k. I saw it in the chat. So she posted most of the ladies having affair with Frank Idowu, and then she went on to post Frank Idowu's transaction slips and bank statements. She went on to post bank notification statements that Frank Idowu did. Most of the transfers he made to the hookup girls after they are done, and some he made to hotels. I'll attach all of them here so you all can see for yourself. And the lady that he said they were parading themselves around, calling themselves endearing names, besties, this and that, lovey-dovey, and all of them. So she put up all those pictures. This woman, she was actually hurted, and at the end of the day, she didn't even deny. At the end of the day, we don't know who to fault. At this point, we don't know who to fault. Frank will come out and say his own part. Everybody will pity him. Everybody will be on his side. Then Sandra will come out and say her own part. You still have to pity her again because she ain't running the whole home affair. Oh my, that was too much. Me, I no fit do am. You pay house rent, you buy a car, you take care of the children from the first marriage, you take care of your own marriage, you take care of your own children that you got from the marriage you personally gave birth to. You do this, you do that, they sell your property, what is ongoing? At this point, I don't know who to pity or who to side. But if all these things she actually stated out here actually happened between she and her husband, no, that's really unfair. I don't know the one she did to Franco, but Frank came out to say she cheated on him. That's the only thing he has capitalized on ever since. Okay, and then nothing much. He has not said anything else again. You gotta go. But let's pray. The only thing I'm praying for them is if they've gone their separate ways, let them make peace so that everybody will stay on their own peacefully, instead of coming out to broadcast this person did this, this person did that. So they are triggering the girl to speak, and she has spoken. So at this point, I don't know whose side I want to be. The only thing I say, let me do is let me bring updates to our army boss in the building that want to get updated. This is the latest update. What do you have to say? Who are you even siding? Are you siding Frank, or you're siding Sandra? Whom are you siding? I don't know who to side at this point. I don't know what to believe. He said she cheated. She's saying different things than he does to her. Anyway, I've come to the end of the video. If you're waiting for me to say something else, you're sitting on a long thing. If at this point you watched to this point, you don't know the space you have in my heart. I love you. And if at this point you're still considering to subscribe, why not subscribe to the channel? Turn on the bell notification to get notified whenever I post new videos. Subscribe. Okay? Subscribe. You can share this video, give the video a thumbs up. You can drop your thoughts, comments and suggestions, opinions down the comment box. I'll see you in my next video. Once again, this is Barrister Chioma and you're watching Fix It with Barrister Chioma. For now, bye.